2021, Bitcoin is going to reverse. Bitcoin will go higher, right? Short term, long term, mid term, whatever you're looking for, it will come back. It will come back. All right. Now, in addition, besides all the inflation news, right, and people digesting that, Robinhood adds 4 crypto to their brand new wallet and / exchange, right? Welcome back to CryptoRUs. I am George. We're all George. So, we have a lot of news today, and Bitcoin and crypto is reacting, right? I think you guys know that in a positive way, not just crypto market, entire market. Everyone trying to digest what was released this morning about inflation, and also Robinhood makes a surprise. Actually, not one addition, but a few surprise additions to their brand new wallet. So let's talk about what's going on in the world of crypto. Let's get started. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell to be notified of all my streams. 3 a day, 8:15, 11:45, 8:45, in case you guys didn't know. Make sure you hit that notification bell, follow me on social media, and check out all the latest news, article, and guides at CryptoRUs.com, including my merchandise store and including my I Am George NFT collection. All right, guys, welcome. I see a little bit more enthusiasm today. Although we're not quite out of the woodwork. Bitcoin is above 40,000, yes. We're not back to our 42, 44, 47. In fact, Altcoin Daily just posted a video, an interview I did with him before last week, where I referenced Bitcoin being at 47, 48. So unfortunately, we're down about 20% since then. But we did get a little bit of sigh of relief when the CPI number came out this morning, and it was 8.5%, which is more or less in line with expectations. We got a little scare from the White House yesterday afternoon, I should say, when they actually did a press conference and warned about really high inflation, and they blamed it on the Russians, right? So it made everyone think that CPI was going to be like 10+%. So good thing it did not. So this is good news. The bad news is inflation is still at 8.5%. Okay, so that's no joke. So in case you don't understand what that means, Blockwork basically breaks it down for you. If you have your money saved in a bank account, you are getting negative 8.5%, right? You know how most of us are used to gaining some interest with our money in a savings account, right? No, it's at negative 8.5%. So that's the best way to think about inflation, okay? It's like, even though your money is there, and you think, okay, that's not going away. $1 is $1, $100 is $100, $1 million is $1 million, right? But no, because every year, your ability to buy other things with that money goes down by 8.5%. It's a really weird thing to get your head wrapped around. But that is the case right now. So, I mean, ultimately, that is not good, right? And could it continue higher? Yes, because this is a lagging indicator. This is based on what happened last month, not calculating what's happening this month, which we will get next month, right? So, yeah, so that came out. And of course, Michael Saylor to the rescue with his really good inspirational quotes. Inflation is worse than you think, and Bitcoin is better than you know. I'm going to steal that one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Inflation is worse than you think, and Bitcoin is better than you know. And that is exactly right. What else? Well, a lot of Bitcoiners coming out. Mexico's third richest billionaire warns of severe dollar inflation, like what Michael Saylor said. Inflation is worse than you know, and says buy Bitcoin to save your skin. right? Again, Bitcoin is better than you think. So it's not just Michael Saylor. You have billionaires around the world. You got to figure these guys know a thing or two about money, and they're all coming out and telling you to go buy Bitcoin. That is the right and smart move right now. All right, what else is there? Well, in terms of Bitcoin, if you look at liquid supply, it is flying up to the moon right now. Despite recent price volatility, some weakness, and and us being down from previous high, but you can see that orange line continues to go up. That's the liquid supply. That's the number of Bitcoins that continue to be removed from exchanges, held in cold wallets, and not being traded, not being moved, just sitting idle. And that number keeps going up. You got to figure, there's only so many Bitcoins, right? That number is already above, it's around like 15 million, right? There's only going to be 21 million that ever exists. And there's only 19 million right now, right? So out of 19 million, 15 million completely gone, not moved, right? And who knows how many are actually lost and we don't know what's going on with them, right? And you just take that into account, well, it's even less, right? And you take into account that every single newly minted Bitcoin by the miners are held by them. It goes straight in their wallet. They're not selling any of that other than F2 Pool. I don't know why they do, but all the other miners, well, F2 Pool isn't a miner, so I take that back. They're a mining pool. But the miners themselves, they're not selling. They keep increasing their hash rate, right? They're spinning up more mining machines, and they're keeping all their Bitcoin. So really, from here on out, it's all spoken for. You're not going to get any new Bitcoins. Everyone is fighting for the little bit that exists, and it will add up. And that is why you shouldn't be worried about day-to-day volatility. You need to worry about the future, because there's just going to be so little Bitcoin left. So little left. Short term, though, BTC Fuel does think that a mega pump is coming soon. And he's looking at this, if you look at the Elliott waves, the five, I don't know if this is considered a 5-step Elliott wave or not, but you look at what happened last year and what has happened this year, not exactly the same. It's been a little bit longer than that, but I did mention about TA, about RSI and how Bitcoin has been oversold, right? So if you look at number 5 below, which my camera happens to cut off, you'll see that we are very oversold on all the indicators, 1 hour, 4 hour, daily, all oversold right now, right? So whether or not we're going to get this mega pump like 2021, Bitcoin is going to reverse. Bitcoin will go higher, right? Short term, long term, mid term, whatever you're looking for, it will come back. It will come back. All right. Now, in addition, besides all the inflation news, right, and people digesting that, Robinhood adds 4 crypto to their brand new wallet and / exchange, right? Robinhood definitely has some clout. And Shiba is up 20% because of this now. Solana up, Polygon up, Compound up, everything is up. So kind of like the Coinbase effect, there's a Robinhood effect. And it's been, years in making, been speculated that Shiba was going to get added. They refused to add them. They said, we don't need Shiba. And now they did. Maybe because it took them time to finally get enough, because they need to buy it firsthand, right? So maybe they were just buying time because they needed to buy more. But whatever the case, they got it. And that is why Shiba's up 15%. It was actually higher. It's like 23% earlier. But they're up. You can see Polygon up 5%. Solana is up 4%, right? And I don't know where Compound is. Compound is probably up significantly too. Where's Compound? Compound up 6%, right? So everything that's added is good. And I'm pretty sure they're going to add more and more in the future, right? And Robinhood just, they command tens of millions of users. And now they'll be able to FOMO in into another meme coin, kind of, and other non-meme coins. But speaking of sheep, just to remind you guys, they are working on other things. So even though they're still known as a meme coin, I do believe in their future because they are working on other things such as their metaverse with virtual lands, right? Also layer 2, they're burning, their swap, their NFTs. I mean, they're trying to be a legit project, not just be a meme coin. Um, so yeah, they have a bright future. Now, as for some of the other ones, Polygon, for example, they're still churning away. They're still continuing. I still think they're very oversold. I don't know what it is with Polygon. I mean, they're the biggest layer 2 out there. Arguably, they already have more transactions, more smart contract calls, more addresses, more everything, more token creations than Ethereum already. Yet they're still overlooked. But they still continue to push forward. They have their DAO pushes some kind of new village, which basically is an all-in-one solution to help dApp makers come on board and build really good, useful dApps that can scale, right? Also, they're bringing on other NFT projects. In this case, William Shatner, the captain himself, Captain Kirk. Well, there's going to be Star Trek ships that will be launching on Polygon. And let's not forget that OpenSea also supports Polygon. I mean, they have a big foothold in NFTs right now. And they're bringing, of course, more projects. And here's one called Summit DeFi, which actually has 2.6 billion TVL locked in already. They're actually huge, but they bring gamification along with DeFi. So Polygon is absolutely huge. I'm glad to see them added, right? The more attention they get, the better it is overall. So there you go. As for Solana, I didn't see much news other than this. This was from a few weeks ago, where PUBG developer Krafton partners with Solana Labs to build blockchain games and services. So Solana is still they're big in the NFTs. Their volume is big. Obviously, they're being added onto OpenSea, which is really big. Also, Coinbase is going to be adding Solana-based tokens, which is also pretty big, right? And plus, they're still bringing more project support. So, Solana is in a good spot right now. Cosmos, even though they weren't added, I just want to bring this up, that they launched a 150 million accelerator. Cosmos is also another L1 I think is very, very undervalued at this point. They have a lot of projects. I mean, look at all these logos, right? You have Binance Smart Chain, you have Thorchain, you have Ethereum, Bitcoin. I mean, they didn't put Terra in here, Secret, and I don't know what that is. But, I mean, they're all connected, interconnected within IBC, which is absolutely fantastic. And then lastly, Near Protocol, right, which has been tearing it up very, very strong. And the reasons for that is, number one, they have just raised a huge amount of capital to continue forward. Number two, I missed this before, that Barry Silbert, sorry, I like to call him Barry Silbert, which is the CEO of Digital Currency Group, which is the parent company of Galaxy Digital Group, right, revealed that Near Protocol was his third biggest holding, behind Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's kind of interesting. And, of course, they are planning on launching their own stablecoin, which may have very similar characteristics as UST. They call it USN. Makes sense for Near. There could be some kind of tie with burning and stuff like that. So a lot of excitement over that too. So probably the reason why Near is so strong right now. Lastly, this is not good news, but it's expected. But Celsius did just list this. So, of course, BlockFi already went through this last month, said that existing U.S. holders will still, in their interest accounts, will still earn interest, but new deposits, no more, right? And then when that was announced, and everyone's like, oh, BlockFi's done, let's move to Celsius, right? Unfortunately, the SEC is not just attacking one. They're attacking all interest-bearing companies right now. So Celsius have just announced in 3 days, any new deposits will no longer get any interest Okay, so if you whatever you have on there, you'll continue to get interest. Any new deposits will not get any interest unless you're a credit investor. So that's a little bit different. If you're not a credit investor, you will not. Accredited investors and overseas investors will. But basically, it's the same as what's happening with BlockFi, right? And it probably will be the same with Voyager because it's already been speculated that SEC is talking with Voyager. This is happening right now, and you know the SEC is just not a fan of some of these projects, right? That are loaning out crypto and giving high interest rate. They don't like that. It's impedes against the banks, right? It's basically getting rid of banks, so they don't quite like it. So we'll see what happens, but not good news. Just want to warn you guys. I mean, BlockFi is working with SEC on a new product, which they will okay. I'm pretty sure Celsius will probably go in the same direction and try to do the same thing. But you know, I think others that are still open. You know, Voyager's still open, but I know the SEC is talking with them. But my other partner, Volt, which is overseas right now, I think they're still open. But, you know, I don't know for how long, but they are still open for their interest-bearing accounts. All right, that is pretty much it. Yeah, I mean, today, relatively good day. Overall, Bitcoin is back above 40,000, right? So that's a good start. And many altcoins are coming back. Not back all the way, not pre 1 week ago. But like I've always said, you just got to be patient. You got to see through the FUD, right? We're under a lot of clouds of uncertainty and fear and doubt. A lot of clouds that's covering up the bright sun. Just got to wait for it to dissipate. Our turn will come. All right, let's do some Q&A. Illuminati. Yeah, the only outflow was from F2 Pool. That's why I mentioned that. F2 Pool did some dumping recently. That was it. Everyone else, no one. No one did it. It was just F2 Pool. So it could have been manipulation because it was done right before Bitcoin conference started. So is it coincidence? I don't think so. But yeah. You know, I've always speculated. Whales, you know, they want to drive fear. They want to drive people out, right? Especially when there's a big Bitcoin conference. You see it all the time. Why? Right? Because they want to pick up more. Um, let's see, did I miss anything? I want to sell my Legos from the 80s and buy Bitcoin. Well, that's not a bad idea. Depends on which sets you have. Some are valuable, but some not so much. Legos, unfortunately, Lego sets. Again, I have this problem with Lego because it's non-plural, so you can't say Legos, but it's so easy to say that. Lego sets are not very rare. I'm waiting for Lego to actually introduce scarcity on their sets. You know it's going to happen, but with a lot of these new adult sets, imagine if they say we're only producing 1,000 of them, right? They will fly off the shelves and the price will start increasing. So that's the thing. But I think they don't want to go that route because they rather see people open the sets and build them rather than hoard them, right? But yeah, I think that's gonna come. I think that's gonna come. It's gonna cause people to FOMO into Lego sets. I stopped using Robinhood years ago, but any news is good news, I guess. Yes. Just because you stopped doesn't mean that millions of others have, right? So they're still on board. So the more avenues we have for people to come in and buy, the better it is. Let's see here. By the way, let's see here. Cotton Eye Joe, thank you. I answered that question already. I think I got all of them. Thoughts on LFG adding Avalanche? Personally, not a fan. Yeah, I don't think anything of it. It's not like it's going to stop their Bitcoin buying, so why not? It's going to help other projects. Polygon is the best coin Robinhood added. Okay. Can't disagree with you there. Yeah, I know those minifigs. The older ones are a lot. I have the Eiffel Tower. It's an absolutely huge 4-foot set. That one is going for a lot of money. But yeah, some of the older Star Wars sets are going for big money, but they're not like crazy money, right? Because they're not scarce. If there was like a limited edition, right? I don't know if you guys know this, but Lego every year, they used to have this. Every year they would invite like 10 or 20 people to their factory. It's very exclusive. You have to pay thousands of dollars to go, but it's a lottery system, right? And before, if you go, you would get very limited, like numbered sets that they give you, like out of 1,000 or out of 800 or something like that. And if you search for those sets, they go for thousands on eBay because they are very, very, very limited. I don't know if they do that anymore. They have those tours. I would love to go on that tour. If the government made all the changes back their stablecoin US dollars, would that kill UST? No, it won't. No, it won't. What do you think about holding Avalanche in SAVAX? And so the staked Avalanche / Avalanche Vault and Beefy. I mean, it's okay. Why not? 7% is 7%. I don't see anything wrong with that. You don't have to worry about permanent loss because they're both tracking. They're both tracking Avalanche. A-Way Enterprise. We talking crypto Legos here. It doesn't matter. My chats are free for all. If you have a problem with that, then you shouldn't be here. But I really hate it when people like get mad if I talk about cars or sneakers or Legos, whatever. Right? This is my time to interact with my fans, so don't disrupt it and don't be a dick. What's the trend for the total crypto market cap? What do you mean by that? But it's right here. The total is 1.87. I don't know what you mean the trend is. Yes, performance fuel injection. Yes, there's always people that are like that. It's like they feel so entitled, and they're trying to dictate the chat. I'm like, guys, stop. Anyways, what else is there? Do you plan on making a Discord server? I have one for Patreon members, so there's a private Discord. Yeah, so that's exclusive for Patreon. Which, by the way, I don't talk a lot about, but you know, Patreon building out, you know, a lot of stuff for it right now. I have, you know, newsletters, exclusive newsletters, and articles like DeFi ones, very specific ones that's going out every week. So some people enjoyed that. What is the secret coin collection for making us rich? It's not a secret. It's all the ones I talk about. Starting with Bitcoin. There's no secret there. Let's see. The strap-on NFT is gone. It's done. The ones that you're seeing being sold right now are people that are trying to resell it, which is fine. I like to have a resale market for my NFTs. The only ones I'm selling right now are my exclusive XRP ones, which I'm having a hard time selling because I thought the XRP army is strong. I thought people tuned in for exclusive XRP updates. So I might have miscalculated that, but I have several other new NFTs that are coming out. So wait for them. And I'm working on my NFT authentication site, which is, I've been saying, once I get that done, it's going to be so much easier for me to offer a lot of utility and benefits that is really hard to offer right now. But yeah. VeChain, $1 by 2025. I mean, there's always a chance. Always a chance. 2025 is going to be so. I mean, it's only 3 years from now, but keep in mind, 2024 is when the next halving event happens, right? And we don't know what's going to come. Right now, things are so early. I mean, people think they know what's to come. It's just like people in the 90s thinking what, the internet will be in 20 years, in 2020. It can't. You just can't imagine it, right? It's going to be the same thing in another 20 years. I mean, man, things are going to be so different. It's just very, very, very early. If you would, which older car would you EV convert? None. None. I don't know if you could tell, I'm not a fan of EVs. I would not convert any car to EV. Nope. Huracan or R8? I mean, R8 is a poor man's version of a Huracan. I mean, that's basically what it is. It's just like RS8 is a poor man's version of Urus. I mean, they're both under the VW umbrella. Obviously, if you can afford it and if you want the name recognition, then you go with a Lambo. Otherwise, you can settle with Audi, and it's still a very good car. But neither Lambos or Audis appreciate because they're German, and German cars just don't appreciate much unless you're getting the super, super, super rare ones. But I mean, just like if you look at a Huracan, it did not appreciate at all. You look at, for example, Ferrari 458, it has appreciated, and basically they're above MSRP right now. I mean, it's insane, right? So if you're going to get an exotic car, you go with Ferrari, honestly. And you don't want to ever get a McLaren because their quality sucks. And McLarens live in the garage, or I mean at the dealerships more than Land Rovers. Let's see. I have DCA of 50 on Terra. May this be a good time to accumulate some more? Yes. Being hesitant to bring that cost average up, then don't. If you have enough, there's no reason why you need to. You could dollar cost average into some of these other ones that you may not have, right? But for something like Terra, I believe its future is very bright, very bright. Patrick, thank you. A 360 Spider. 360 Spiders. Any Spiders for Ferrari has gone up tremendously. If you have a 360 gated 6-speed Spider, man, that thing is close to 200,000. That's close to MSRP. 360 have shot up in price too. Any Ferraris have, right? That's the difference between a Ferrari and say an R8. You look at a first generation of R8, it has not gone up and up at all. Right? You look at the very first McLarens, right? They have not gone up. So, same thing with Lambos. Gallardos, have they gone up? Nope. Let's see. Oh, man. Ford GT. I would love to get a Ford GT. It's way too expensive, though. Way too expensive. What happened to the outflow? What about the outflow happened? It was F2 pool. It was F2 pool. And that probably was used to bring down the market. There's been a lot of liquidations recently, a ton, right? So again, when you have a sudden inflow of Bitcoin being sold, a lot of sell pressure, and you combine that with leverage and leverage liquidations. I mean, look at all that. All the greens, all liquidations, right? You combine all that. Yeah, that's how the market moves down. But it goes both ways. Sometimes it does go up. You get short squeezes and it goes up too. But recently, it's a lot more long squeezes than short squeezes, unfortunately. There's too many people that are greedy, right? I get it. I get it. OSA, saw you on Altcoin Daily. Good video. Thank you. Actually, I shared this. I went on a massive XRP rant during that interview, and I told the guys, hey, just cut that out because at this point, I'd rather be, seen as not as a hater, but as someone that encourages people in the space, including XRP people and XRP fans. But that rant was pretty good, and they didn't want to cut that out, but they did. I think they did. But anyways, yeah, there you go. Do you think overseas investors should be concerned staking UST on Anchor with the USD dollar dropping and GBP in years' time? I don't know where you're going with that, but no, in my opinion. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe they will release that RAM part later, but Terran Crypto, I covered this already. There's nothing you could do. It's happening. So SEC is going to attack everyone that offers interest in the United States, right? That's the unfortunate reality because they don't want these companies to really take over banks. But we know like BlockFi is already working with SEC trying to come out their new product. Celsius will probably do the same. But right now, I mean, this is a situation. If you have your account, if you have crypto in there, it'll still gain interest, but new crypto will not gain an interest. So yeah. All right, guys, that is pretty much it. Overall, today's a pretty good day. Pretty good day. Can't complain. Got a few surprises. Inflation was not as bad as expected, and Robinhood comes to the rescue, sort of, and adds a whole bunch of coins and made them come up. So, couple of good stuff. Couple of good stuff happened today. But will more come? Yes, it definitely will. So, stay strong, my friends. Continue to hodl. Continue to have patience. Continue to focus on the future. And continue to DCA. All right, smash the like, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys tonight, 8:45 a.m. No, 8:45 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right, take care, guys. Bye-bye.